Hello children, we are with the fifth video of the chapter Internet and www. Now we finished learning about email and the two protocols associated with it, that is our SMTP and POP3, that is Symbol Mail Transfer Protocol and Post Office Protocol. Now it's time to see chatting. Now in the presentation we have I just saw that the chatting protocol is not mentioned, so I will be just saying that, so you have to note down the protocol, because it's not mentioned means you have to note it down properly. It will be given in your notes separately. Okay, so let's see. You all know what is chatting. How many types of chattings are there? Two types, correct? One is your text chatting, one is your voice chatting. So we use two different protocols for this. So we need definitely definition for all these things. So chat, if they ask you what is chatting, 1 minute, you can just say this one. Chatting is the textual or voice communication over internet. You don't have to say other method for internet conversation. It's a textual or voice conversation which can be done with two or more people via internet. Now, chat sessions allow many users to join in the same free-form conversation, usually centered around a discussion topic. Now, that's not necessary for your definition. Definition should be simple enough for you to understand. So, this method which I just told is enough. Okay. Now, the protocol which you have to follow in a chat is, when you're using textual chatting, is IRC, Internet Relay Chat. Now it's not mentioned here, it is why I'm telling you, it's directly going to this section of chatting software example. So Internet Relay Chat is a chat which is used when we have a textual chatting with any softwares you use. So you have a lot of chatting software. You know that MSN Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, they have given IRC as a protocol. I mean, instead of this, it's as a software example, which may be a software, I don't know, but IRC's full form is Internet Relay Chat, which you can understand. Pidgin, and I have just found a lot of other, which basically. See. Google Hangouts, all this which you have seen, WhatsApp, Zoom, Slack, Discord, ICQ, Viber, Line, etc. Now all these WhatsApp and all this Zoom and all has two protocols. What are they? Of course, first one is your IRC and second one is definitely your voice over internet protocol. So that is why I am mentioning it too separately. Okay, I have just seen only this example in this a PDF file. So chatting software example, you can check out with any of this, just what I showed you, or any of the software which you are aware of. Now comes how your chatting software works. Now again, very simple way to explain. You don't have to go for a lot of things. First thing you have to keep it in mind is that whenever a chatting is been instantiated using any software, a session is created, and in that the chat server, when you send a message from your computer or your mobile or from any of your device to the other device, it first reaches where the chat server, correct? The particular application which was building or which enable us to this instantiate the chatting, maybe a WhatsApp, they all have a database. It reaches that database. That is why what we call it as a chat server, and then it receives among the clients of the common window. Each session works as a thread at chat server. There may be multiple threads / chat session at chat server. So in WhatsApp and all, once we register with our phone number, it's been automatically been saved as your database login, your phone number, so that the chat will keep on continuing as and when we require. The other chat is what's happening in Facebook Messenger, Amazon Messenger. When we are active, if you want, you can chat, and after that the chat will be there again in the chat server session. So we always have a database backup for this textual communication which we have. Then comes your voice over internet protocol. Now what is this? That is nothing but the protocol which help us when we have a voice communication during your chatting. It's a technology that allows us to make your voice calls using a broadband internet connection instead of a regular phone line. VoIP services convert our voices into digital signal that travels over the internet. That much is not required. We just need this one. That is, it controls and regulates our voice communication via internet. Finish. That is enough for you to say as a definition. Then of course some explanation is given. If we are calling a regular phone number, the signal is converted to a regular telephone signal before it reaches the destination. VoIP can allow us to make a call directly from a computer. A special VoIP phone, in addition, wireless hotspots in locations such as airports, parks. You remember the wireless and all for the for this police, no? So all this can be given as voice of internet protocol options. And cafes allow us to connect to the internet, may enable to use this VoIP service wirelessly. So you can just go through it. For me better than anything, it is the definition which you wanted to learn. Then of course the advantages and disadvantages given over here. Less cost, accessibility, flexibility, good voice quality. Disadvantages: reliable internet connection required. Of course, we need internet connection. Without that, how will you work? This is power outages, emergencies, and latencies. Okay, and let's move on. Now we have the next one. Yeah, how your corresponding VoIP works. That is, once you initiate a VoIP call, that is voice over internet call. We make a phone call, our voice signals are converted to a digital packets. Those packets travel via the internet until they reach the final destination. At last, the packets convert back to voice signals. So voice signals get converted into digital signal, and then vice versa. Remember modem? Yeah, somewhat something like that. Digital to analog, analog to digital. Some here voice to digital and digital to again voice. So that much is enough of how VoIP works. There's a small diagram specified here. See, caller. Then you have this VoIP internet modem, and that is it. So you don't have to worry about all these things, because for you it's very easy that you have an easy methodology to understand how diagram is presented, or simply say that it converts your voice to your digital and digital to voice. Enough. Matter is over. Now the common examples of VoIP apps, and that completes actually the chapter. You should know that internet and www. All these are example. Nextiva, Aircall, Sweeper, Skype, WhatsApp, even Google Duo. So many are there which uses this. I am not going to say all this just because you know all these things. If you want more of this kind, you can always check it out in the Google. That is how you understand, isn't it? I know most of us will be very similar with Skype, which was the first kind of messenger which was happening before WhatsApp started to take over, isn't it? So that's how we are going to conclude this. So internet and WW is over. You have more of this kind in the coming chapters. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful, I can't say wonderful, have a healthy vacation. You have a vacation, right? Onam vacation. So healthy, wonderful Onam vacation. Thank you.